Satnam, how are you? Happy fall, y'all. You know I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you. So what amazing energy. We are definitely climaxing right now. Do you feel it? And this climax is the Uranus and Saturn connection. And it's been working on us. Hey, everybody, let me say hi, 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 hi. It's been working on all of us since all of 2021. This is about valuing you, loving you enough, but having the discipline to do the challenging things that feels like true love. What feels like true love? True love is being able to be brave enough to say the things that are hard. True love, because we're in the late Libra season. Right now, it's saying the stuff, being honest, being uncomfortable, and making it to the other side with that person. That's when something's really happening. Oh, my daughter's here. Hello, I'm on the trail. Happy fall, y'all. Anyways, back to my talk. So I've been really talking about Ascension, and I know that it is our birthright. It's what we're here right now on the earth to do. And I want to talk about how the idea of Ascension and all of the tools and help is across all kinds of different practices and paths. There for us to use. Let's start with Yogi Bhajan. Yogi Bhajan talked a lot about resurrection and ascension. He used to say, resurrect every day. And I want to say that because, hey, Des, good to see you. So does the Gnostic Gospels. So the Gnostic Gospels were written anywhere from 100 years after Christ passed or resurrected, did his thing on the cross, to about 300 after he had left. What's important about that is this one particular book, the Book of Philip. Now, who is Philip? The Gospel of Philip. Philip is somebody who was kind of like Peter's disciple. So Peter was, the right hand to Christ. So he's the rock. And Philip came along and was hearing Peter preach and followed him and the teachings of the Christ and the Magdalene. So here's the thing. One of the things that has struck me this year so much is in this gospel, it says, Jesus says to Philip, you cannot ascend without a human body. Let me say that again, y'all. You cannot ascend without the meat suit. So Jesus came here for the meat suit. He came here to be human. And his teachings are about fully human and fully divine. The problem is, as humans, we like to be so, perfect. Like if I'm going to ascend, if I'm enlightened, it must mean I'm perfect. No, it does not mean you're perfect. Even Jesus, the Christ, lost his temper. He went into the temples and saw the moneymakers and he threw their tables over and started yelling. Now that's not a very Christian thing to do, right? One time he got upset about something and he, burnt down a fig bush. And I'm sure if TMZ was around, they would have caught him doing a lot more because he was human. And he got angry and when he got afraid that maybe we were going to miss the mark, right? Humanity. His humanity was his greatness. His humanity, hey there everybody, is what is required of us to ascend. So he said you need the body to ascend, and here's the clincher. Jesus says this in the scriptures. He says, but you'll never ascend with shame and guilt. Shame is the thing that is taking us out of our ascension, y'all. It's shame. It's one thing like, oh, I forgot to send over the thing. It's a whole nother thing when it is, well, I forgot to send over the thing and I suck and I'm bad. Oh my God, I should just quit now. And how often do we do that? And sometimes we do it joking. I throw me under the bus as a joke a lot. In the moment, I don't think it hurts. And the jury's still out on this, y'all. I'm not sure. But I don't think we're supposed to make fun of ourselves. You can. This is what I feel. You could if it's something you really in no way believe about yourself. You know what I mean? It can't be kind of true to one of the wounded parts of you. Because if it is, when you make fun of yourself, you are now creating a situation where you're making that a bigger experience. And, even though you might not feel triggered in the moment, later on you'll do the thing and make fun of yourself again and just be in this weird little cycle. So Ascension. And then the cosmos, right? We've talked about the Uranus Saturn square, there's that. But also, what's really come online right now is Gemini, Mercury being in Gemini. I'm sorry, not Mercury, Mars. So our actions are all about changing the way we think right now. The interesting thing is Mars is going to be in Mars is going to be in Gemini for like 230 years. Like, that is unheard of. That's a long freaking time. So what does that mean? Mars is that masculine energy. It provides stability. It makes decisions. It takes some action. And Mars in Gemini is changing our mind, healing our mind. And it's connecting with Neptune over and over. And right now, it's trining with the Sun and Mercury and Venus. There is a big effort by the universe itself to address the way we think, the way we communicate. And what is on offer right now is, could you just listen more? Shh. Can we listen more? Listen to our own hearts. Listen to each other. Mukan, can you listen more? I don't know if Mukan can listen. Mukan! Anyways, we have to listen more. I notice that I'm a better listener when I actually am listening to me. When I hear my inner voices, when we're like maybe having a conversation, right? And my inner voice is going, I don't think they like me. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said it that way. Oh no, right? I hear me and I take care of my feelings. And I might even say, oh my God, I'm feeling so weird about this conversation, and share it with you. And then listen. One of the things I want to say is we need each other so much. We need to hear each other's stories. We need to hear each other's process. We need to hear each other's wins and be happy for each other, because we can learn from each other. How are you ascending? Put it in the comments. Do you feel like you're ascending? Put it in the comments. Do you feel like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about with ascending? Put it in the comments. So Ascension is really kind of changing dimensions, right? And there's nowhere to go. I love when people ask Deepak Chopra, so where do we go when we die? And he goes, nowhere. Here. We just simply don't have the meat suit. And the more we have attuned our energy and ascended, we actually have a presence and we can be seen as light. If we want to, we will go into the blue ethers, we will be healed, we will look at our life, we will learn from it, we will have the suggestion of coming back. Now, here's the thing. Part of the matrix is making us think we have to come back here over and over. That's not true either. See, the matrix is even in the death and heaven. It's like fucking everywhere. We don't have to keep coming here and relearning. You can get it today. And what does that mean? It really means that love is the highest priority. And just like you, Biden is here to ascend. His son is here to ascend. Trump is here to ascend. Putin is here to ascend. That neighbor that you can't stand, they're here to ascend. Your ex-lover that you think is a total asshole, they're here to ascend. That parent that you thought did you wrong, they're also here to ascend. What am I saying this for? Is because we are all being blocked by the same thing. We are full of shame, and shame does one very, very toxic thing. It keeps you where you are. It keeps you repeating the mistake. That's why we can't be shameful. Guilt says, oh my God, that was really not considerate to you. I am sorry. Shame says, I'm bad. I might as well not even be on earth because I suck because I did it. Different thing altogether. You are not what you say and do. You know, when we use the Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. It's about you being able to forgive you. If you think about something you've done and said that was really horrifying, doesn't it feel so bad? And if you're still going, if when you think of it, you go like this, oh, like, you know, oh, I don't like it. It means you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. Here, one of the things that really helped me forgive people is I'm really forgiving. I may not want you back in my life, but I really am a very understanding and loving, forgiving person. So, if any of you are like that, what I say to me sometimes is, Marcia, would you still be holding this against that person? And no. Okay, then they're probably not holding it against you, and they're probably not even fucking thinking about you. Because you're so self-centered, and I don't mean to hurt your feelings, Mars, that's why you're suffering. So, the cosmos and Kundalini, right? Every Wednesday night, I teach Kundalini Yoga. Tonight, we are doing a Kriya from this book called Life Cycles and Life Energy. It's an amazing book of Kriyas. And we are doing a Kriya to amplify our energy so we can ascend in the Aquarian age. It is perfect. It's intense. It's deep. You're going to leave feeling like you love and know yourself better. And that's really why you're here. You took on this human body. I became this girl with this nose that I hated for most of my life. I am me to learn how to love God. You are you to learn how to love God. So love you up. Love the one you're with. Satnam. So this weekend we have great shit happening too. On Friday we have a sound healing at 7:00. I love sound healings. Oh my God. Sound is the medicine. That's why we chant in Kundalini Yoga, right? Speaking of chanting, we have a free mantra meditation on Sunday. It's called the Long Ekankar. It starts at 5:30. It ends at 8. That's with Jai Te Gong. Make sure it's free. You can come 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. And on Saturday, we have this amazing healer, Atma Sundri Kaur. Her name is Rebecca. She's on Instagram as Satnam Living. She teaches at the soul. Oops, sorry. She teaches at Great Divine Flow. She's been with us forever. She is amazing. And she does this workshop once a month called Trauma Release Workshops. So come release your trauma and have an amazing day. And I love you. Satnam.